This is Pam Electric Ghost, and we're talking live from our home studio. We decided to play with some new stuff we got. We got a green screen now, and what you see behind me is me. It's Phantom. When we play live, I actually wear this LED hoodie. People have seen me in 2016 or 2017 in New York City and Boston, have seen me in this outfit. But lately, we've been using a lot of effects to do the same thing to try to create a ghost-like image. Now, one of the first songs we're going to do here is we're going to do a song that we did where we used a visual effect from a recording session we put up on YouTube. Now, this song has a lot of different names, a lot of different phases. I wrote it when I was like really enthralled with a lady friend I'm into, Precious, and I didn't know what was going on in the situation. I didn't know if I had made a mistake. Maybe I pushed her away, and maybe she had run away or I ran away. I don't know. Is what I did. And sometimes a lot of songs I do, I kind of push. I kind of take something that happened and I put it into real music. And this was kind of a real kind of hard charging, powerful song. So every song I've been writing for the last 2 months has been about Precious, so she would know that. But so I'm gonna get into it, and we're gonna cue it up. So you see here, you can see I've kind of got these curvy dot kind of things going on, and we've got the blue light in the studio, and this was done on StreamYard a couple, maybe like a month ago. So we're gonna get into it right now. We're gonna play this song. We put it on our album. And I think I always forget the names of my songs. So let me go look it up real good. So if you want to go find it on the latest record that we have out there on Spotify, and we'll get into it in a second. I'm just gonna pull up the name of the song. So it was called. Well, I got so many songs. Oh my, somebody's making a bunch of noise. So yeah, it's part of a big collection we did. I got like, well, how come you don't know the name of your songs? Well, I've written about maybe 2,000 songs, so sometimes I forget. So this song came out of a big jam session, and it's been. Oh, here we go. I want to trust my beautiful lady. That's the name of the song, and this is something that we've been getting into these songs for a while. I think my daughter might be scooping out cat litter, so hopefully you're not hearing that. So here we go. We're going to get into the song. It's called I Want to Trust My Beautiful Lady, and we're going to get into it right now. So here we go. I'm like a ghost. I'm going to put me on pause. I got a girl on my mind. She is more than fine. She give me a line. When I look into her eyes, she gives me a line. She gave me a line. I feel over. Precious is the time. I gaze into her eyes. I'm pressing in the night. When I catch a glimpse of her, you're holding her tight. I want her every way. Everybody knows I'm so afraid. That she just comes for I know that without grace, I'm so afraid of everything. Where she's gonna land. I just had to get up there tonight. I gotta know everything's gonna be alright. I know it's not my plan. Oh, you're gonna be without the guy. You told myself that you're not single. That's everything. I know I shouldn't be afraid. I should try my lady. I shouldn't be so damn crazy. I should just find a baby. Maybe she forgot to take off her leg. That's so crazy, baby. I don't want to ask her again. I know it's with the best friend. I want to get back again. I should try, baby. I shouldn't be going crazy. I know she's with her friend. I just don't hope to get in. I just try to go to my baby. I should trust my beautiful lady. She's got me. I'm a teen. I should trust my baby. I should think so, lady. I know I should act like she been. I'm also been with a beautiful friend. I'm gonna be with a beautiful friend. I'm gonna go see it, yeah. 'Cause I don't stand it for my baby. I shouldn't be so damn crazy. And she wants to be with Georgia. She wants to be with Bill Orkin. Oh, just let her on. I shouldn't be so crazy. I know I should let my DNA. That's where. Guess that's where that one ends. I guess it cut off a little bit, so we stop sharing this song and get back to the music, and then we'll get back to my background. We found it was interesting with the green screen that it doesn't seem to want to play well when I play other things, when I have other things going on. So the next song I'm going to do is this interesting thing we did last week. We did this on Sunday. We put together this interesting session where we had been working on what we like to do is live performance. So we did a bunch of live stuff, and we did a song called Synth Pop Krazy. Now, Synth Pop Krazy is it's actually the name of a patch, or a patch on a pad on a Roland Juno GI synth, which is our main poly synth. And we were able to create this song using that patch as the primary mover for that particular thing. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to get into Synth Pop Krazy, which is a pretty cool song. It's actually got it kind of stylized after the fact. We took the performance and we embedded a bunch of cool effects on our iPhone 12. And so that's what you see in the video is a representation of that. So we're going to get into it right now. Kind of a jam session. We just kind of jam into it until we get into the main groove of the song, which seems to happen in the last 4 minutes, but we'll actually take the journey to the last 4 minutes. Precious, you know I love you from my heart. Lyrics are coming soon. We are getting closer to the lyrics. Coming up soon. But one thought that remains is, Precious, I love you.
It's just simple. Yeah, it's just simple. When you want a cup, gotta go get it all. You want a cup and get ready for just simple, baby. It's just simple, lady. And when you wanna go for a crawl, you gotta get up and get into it all. It's just simple, baby. It's just simple, lady. And when you wanna go to the crawl, dancing against the wall, do it. It's just you do it all, then you go back again. It's just simple, lady. It's just phase to a phase crazy until you get what you want, but you never get enough, darling. It's just simple, and I know you want it. It's just Synth Pop Krazy. It go face to face, man. It's just Synth Pop, baby. It go face to face, crazy, crazy. It's just Synth Pop, yeah. It gonna do what you do, crazy. Get down to bare knuckle time. But I thought that you could have been mine, but it just still was all now. Super crazy, we go face to face, baby. Oh, and that is all just a lie. You're just super crazy. We go face to face, crazy. We know it's all just a lie. You know it's all a waste of time. You're just super crazy. You go face to face, crazy. Just what you Synth Pop Krazy, we got fade to fade lane. I look in a looking glass and who is that? Is that? Who is that? Who is that looking at me? It can't be me, it can't be me, crazy. That me at all.
We're back. So we're back, and then I'll put up a screen for what we've been doing. Let's get up a green screen. Now this is actually a Phantom illustration of the ghost, and so now we can put stuff like this behind us. It really, what we're trying to do with our sound is like we've had this idea, especially during the pandemic, which is interesting, is even before the pandemic, we used to go on Periscope, and then we used to go and play live shows with a live amp and just carry the kind of vibe of playing live. Then we went and got the Roland Go mixer and connected it to our Zoom R16, and then now we got an R24 and we got an MX1 performance mixer. So a lot of times we're able to get pretty good performances live, and do a decent expression of what expansive sound is. And the idea of expansive sound is to not use the DAW and to just kind of raw take the sound of our hardware synths and just go at it on these synths like we're making love to them, like somebody we want to make love to right now. But this idea is that you feel that kind of passion of playing directly at the instruments and not doing a CDJ or running it off a beatbox or something, or groovebox. You're actually playing the tunes live, and a lot of times we let our analog synth kind of tell the tale and give the expression out there, and it gives us a lot of power to be able to express it in that way. So what we're going to do now is we're going to play another one of our new songs that we really like. So we're gonna get into that once I cue it up. But we've been writing a lot of new material. We got a whole nother album coming out. We got an album we just put out on Spotify. If you out see Family Electric Ghost, you see our latest album. Um, uh, uh, Ascending into Darling Mode. I think I'm gonna actually play that song. I like that song a lot, so I'm gonna go get the YouTube video of Ascending into Darling Mode, which is off of our latest Spotify iTunes album. We can get everywhere, and once I get it queued up, I'm gonna get into it. But it's something that we kind of was totally written for Precious again. Like I said, everything's been written for Precious for the last like month and a half, and we kind of go crazy when we get into feeling for somebody, and we tend to express ourselves with our art, and it's something we've always done. But I'm trying to find a video on YouTube. But again, the idea of expansive sound is it's genreless. Because a lot of people could say, "Oh, what genre are you? You new wave, you dark wave, you techno," and we're kind of like everything. I think we talked about our influences before. We love you know progressive rockers like Yes and Pink Floyd, Tangerine Dream. But the other thing that we're into is in a jazz outfit like Sun Ra, one of the first bands to ever use a mode. And Sun Ra is a big draw for us because they just are so expressive, from the bebop of Jazz and Silhouette to the kind of progressive free jazz and fusion of Spaces to Place. They are a constant favorite for us. We've been very much inspired by them for a long time, even before Control K kind of name checked it when we used to talk with her, that we were kind of in that zone. And we really have been in that sunrise zone for a long time, because it's like the ability to kind of go from bebop to fusion shows the breadth of capability of that jazz out band. And the cool thing about what I like about Sun Ra is they kind of do a Coltrane type of thing. If you ever get into Coltrane, you get into the idea of a Love Supreme. You take a chant of a single line, and Sun Ra's famous for that in terms of Spaces to Place or Nuclear War. There's many Sun Ra songs that have that kind of chanting, one line, two line, or multiple kind of spoken word poetry or bebop poetry, or Harlem Renaissance type poetry going on in the song, which is something that we're always into. And a lot of our stuff is spoken word, stream of consciousness. So while I'm trying to get this song up for Precious, it actually was going to be called Precious, but I already written two songs already called Precious. So that's what happens. So we're gonna get it in here, and this is Ascending into Darling Mode, and we've actually got this out on all streaming services. It's on YouTube, it's on Tidal, it's on Spotify, it's on all of them. So we're gonna play it right now. Once we get it going, we're gonna turn our green screen off again, because it seems to like screw up the sound on the YouTube video if we keep it on. So we're gonna have to drop it. So you can see the real green screen. Maybe not so professional, but then you gotta do what you gotta do. So we're gonna play Ascending into Darling Mode, and the idea of this song is like you don't descend into love, you ascend into love. It's something that shouldn't bring you down; it should bring you up. It's the idea, and we're gonna play it right now if we can get to our place to play it. Now we're having issues. Wait a second. We'll get into a second. Oh, here we go. Now we can play it now.
Ascending into darling mode. Gonna get so close. Ascending into darling mode. Gonna kiss on that lovebird. Ascending into darling mode. Wanna know you so. I know what a man or woman should know. When they get so close, or when they get stone alone, ascending into darling mode. You know what you wanna know. Could you be the one that I could hold? The one I know 8,000 miles away, be my soul, sending into darling mode. No more descending into that rabbit hole. I know what I want to know. I wanna catch the breath off your soul. Wanna know you the way I want love to grow. Wanna know your heart and soul. Sending into darling mode is when you're so close, not alone. You hold her, then you can't let go. There's a feeling that's so gold. Yeah, that's a feeling that's so gold. Sending into darling mode. No more descending down the rabbit hole. You're the one I wanna know. On the Ferris wheel, I wanna get so close. The Ferris wheel in Hong Kong, wanna get so close. The only woman I wanna know. Sending into darling mode. You know that I can't let it go. You're the woman I wanna know. It's heart's gold. No more descending down the rabbit hole. You're the woman that I want to know. You're the woman I want to hold so close. Ascending into darling mode. Feel the breath and the skin so close. Wanna know how to get beyond the ghost of love that steals your very soul. Ascending into darling mode. Yeah, I could never let go. On that Ferris wheel, Hong Kong. Wanna hold you, kiss you all night long. It can't be right, can't be wrong. It's love is where love belongs. Ascending in the darling mode. Did you know when you want it close? You know when love's not a family electric ghost. You know when you feel it in your soul. No more diving down the rabbit hole. You know what you know. Ascending into darling mode. When you got your darling, it's so close and so good. It's soul's gold. Yeah, it's soul's gold. Yeah, ascending into darling mode. No longer carrying a record of soul. ascending into darling mode. You know it's your heart.
Back, a little abruptly. Hit the button too soon. So we're going to try to get into another song. We've been writing a lot of songs lately. We got like an album ascending into darling mode. We got another one on deck ready to go that's got even more songs about Precious. And so we're going to get into this next song we just did. What's So Sweetly Mine I did. I like that song, but I think we're going to do a different song that's a little... Yeah, we got to go into my... Oh, you got to get in here and get into my channel and find out which song I want to actually talk about. Okay, I've been writing a lot of cool songs lately that are interesting as we get into the night. I like Lily So Bright, I like a lot. So we're doing like, I'm going to do Lily So... Oh, I think like Lady in White on My Black Harley Bike. I like this one a lot. So we're going to get into this song, which is interesting. It's got the phantom vocal. So the phantom vocal, maybe I'll put my green screen back up. So here's the green screen that we've been playing with. This is some art that we did. This is kind of like the logo of the band, me behind there. This is like one of my face mask, and this is me and my LED stuff. So, but we know as soon as I get into this song, I'm going to have to drop that, but I'll keep it up for now. So what I'm going to get into is sharing again this next song, and hopefully this is the right place to do it. Yeah, here. This is my Lady in White on My Black Harley Bike.
And the girl on my black Harley bike with her thighs like a vice. Her eyes roll back more than twice every night. And her girlfriend wanna give love a try. They got find some other guy, 'cause I'm hers and that ain't no lie. And the girl on my Harley bike in a black dress so damn tight, and her eyes like fires, and her eyes grow back more than twice, and I feel it's so right. I'm kissing all night. The girl on a black Harley bike, and her thighs like a vice, and she come more than twice in life. And I know she's on mine, and I know I never tell her time, 'cause I know she's mine. I'm a girl on my black Harley bike, and she's more than alright. And dressed all in white. My girl on my black Harley bike, and she comes more than twice, and she's dressed all in white. And her eyes roll back more than 15 times. On 17th day she's all mine. I know she's divine. And the girl on the back of my black Harley bike, and she's more than quite alright. Her eyes roll back 15 times. On the 17th time she's mine. And the girl is dressed all in white, and get married on that bike, and she's more than alright. And the girl on my black Harley bike with her thighs like vice is riding tonight. And she's more than fine. And she's on mine. Her eyes go back 15 times. On your 17th time, she's fine. Lord, she's more than divine. Ava, she's on mine. Ava, she's fine. And thighs like a bus. Two black ribbon hair all right. Going over my face all the time. And she's more than fine. I drink her up like a wine. I drink her up and she's so damn fine. Because lipstick's always on my mind. And the girl on my black Harley bike. Yeah, on tonight. And ride like a fire. You know, I've been 15 times. She rolled back her eyes. On the 17th time, she was mine. And the girl on my back Harley bike. She's more than quite alright. She's dressed all white. We're getting married on that bike. We're getting married on that bike. We're getting married on a bike. And the girl on the black Harley bike. It's she so damn fine. She's on mine.
Okay, so now we're back, and this whole second and back, we were just going through a bunch of songs. We wrote that song a little bit back, and we're always writing these songs, creating these characters the fan was into, and but the feeling in all these songs is always kind of this kind of romanticized idea. And it's in this particular song, the fan was like, he's got this black Harley bike, and he's totally enthralled with this diva, and he's just like, I was like, I'm gonna get married on the bike because he's such a like biker, he's a biker dude or whatever. And so the idea is that you get into this kind of romanticized vision with the ghost, and we did some weird like effects in that song, and it was using the Moog D fam to kind of do this industrial beat, and I'll turn my green screen back on because it makes it look better. So yeah, so let me get back. So this, again, no, we're not going to delete that. Just put it back up. So yeah, so the idea with the ghost is expansive sound is this genreless thing where we get into all these types of music, and we just like to play in our studio with all our toys and come up with these ideas, and now we've got some other ways to express ourselves with these different things like this green screen technology stuff that we finally figured out how to do. This is some art we did. It's on one of our records, and we're always doing the kind of strange, kind of pixelated weirdness. And this is another thing. This is actually like a fan mask. If I get out of the way, and you see, it's actually my mask when I have it on, but I did an illustrated version of it. So yeah, we're doing all. And this is like the logo of the band that my daughter Emma came up with. And that's me when I didn't have a beard. If I got out of the way again, when I'm in the way. I got out of the way. You kind of see me with my glasses on and my cowboy hat. But so we're gonna get into a couple more songs before we end this session. One of the things I'm trying to figure out what the next song I want to run is. So I'm going to my YouTube. Let me go to my YouTube and find the next song I want to run. Because I've been writing all these songs. inspired by, the my number one inspiration, which is like scrolling on the bottom of the screen right now. So we will get into the next song when I find it off our YouTube channel, and hopefully they won't give me any copyright strikes because these songs are all written. I wrote them all, so you never know what's going to happen with the copyright strikes because they always like, oh, like you're playing somebody else's song. Like, no, these are actually my songs. Um, oh, I think Lily So Bright, which is interesting. This song I'm gonna play this one because I like this one. So let me get this one up. I gotta get it up. Maybe that's not the right way to say it. I gotta get. So we're gonna get that next screen up to share this song. Again, we're pretty much a one-man band. We used to have, we used to play with guitar players. We've done collaborations with like Old Control K, with Lonnie Claire out of New York City. Old Control K, she is an actress out of New York, Los Angeles. We did the album To Infinitum back in 2017. We did an album with Coyote Lynn, who is a Canadian poet, in 2021, which is called DNA. You can get that on all streaming services. But Lily So Bright, that's something we wrote ourselves, and we got a video from YouTube we're getting ready to bring up. We just got to get it bigger. Bigger is always better. Depends on what you're thinking about. And so we're going to get into this song, and this is called Lily So Bright Tastes Like She's Mine. And this idea that you can get into somebody's soul, that they're bright, and it's kind of divergence of the idea of a lily pad. Sometimes a lily pad is like sitting in the mud, but it's super beautiful, and then the soul bright. So that like lily so bright is this something that could be in the mud, but it's shining like a star. It's kind of poetic ideas that I kind of come up with, but we'll get into this song right now and play it.
Your man is so bright, stacked so fine, show me proof in life. Your man is so bright, stacked so fine, show me
come on.
Proof of life. Why we getting high? Why we getting to it all the time? Drinking like bottle wine, cutting limits all night. Drinking up like a bottle of wine, cutting limits all night. Really, man, it's so bright. Show me proof of life. Stacked so fine, really. Man, it's so bright. Stacked so nice. Show me proof of life. Coming all the time, coming with all mine, tongue is all night, coming with us on mine, coming with us on the mind, squeeze it like a bottle of wine, drink up the all wine, drink it all night, drinking it all night, coming with us like wine. The man is so bright, show me proof of life, stacked so tight. Show me proof of life, stacked so fine. She's all mine, just like a wine. Cutting with us all night, cutting with us all night. Tasting like a bottle of wine, tasting cause she's so blind. Tasting cause she's so damn tired. Coming all night, coming all night. Lily, man, it's so bright, coming really night. Show me proof of life, Lily. Lily so bright. Show me proof of life. Dead on the night. Calling minutes all night. Tongue all night. Tongue triangles all time. Drink her up like a bottle of wine. Tongue triangles all night. Gonna drink her up like a bottle of wine. Calling minutes all time. Like she's like a wine. Please. Lily, man, it's so bright, tastes like a wine, tastes like a wine. Lily, man, it's so bright, Stack so nice, show me all night. She showed me proof of life. Stack so fine, tastes like a web. Tongue and ringers all night. Drink up like a bottle of wine. Tongue is on the mind. Tongue is so fine. Tongues and triangles tonight. Tongues and triangles tonight. Lily so bright, stacked so fine. Show me proof of life. Lily so bright, show me proof of life with the stack so nice. Show me proof of life with the stack so nice. It tasted like the whole bottle of wine. She's so nice, she's so tight, she's so fine. Show me all night. Show me proof of life. Show me proof of life. Lily so bright. Tastes like a white. Calling layers all night. Feel it all the time. We gonna drink up like the whole bottle of wine. Lily so bright. Drink the best like a white. Calling layers all night. Drink up like the whole bottle of wine. Lily so bright. She got me off all night, Lily so bright, got me off all night, and she's so damn tight, Lily so bright, she got me off all night, show me a proof of life.
Back into it. I think you got the idea of that song. So we're gonna go and pull an older song we did. So I'm gonna go find this older track I like a lot. So I'm gonna try to find it right now. There's a song I did, "Free Until the Fuzz Comes." It's like from 2017. It's like it's this piano thing I did with a nice drum beat on it. So yeah, here it is. So this is the song. I really like this song a lot. It's kind of very interesting. Yeah, well, you can tell me all kinds of stuff. So we're gonna get into this song. If I can get it up. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, wait. We're gonna get it going. Gonna get it back in the right position. Stop. Yeah, well, I don't know what's going on. Well, sometimes you get a little technical difficulty, so let me get this thing. Oh, there we go. I finally found it. Here, sometimes these windows are hard to navigate. So we are going to get to this song now. Not that version of it. This version of it. And we're gonna pull it up. And just gotta share my screen again. And my camera's like not getting it right. There we go. So that's what happens when you wing it. So let's go to get Free Until the Fuzz Comes. It's this piano thing we did back in 2018. Yeah, I gotta get it set up. But it's just interesting because it's just it was a live performance that we used to do on open air mics on our we actually have a Behringer keyboard amp, and then we'd mic it and do these live performances. We'd have to shut them off by 9:00 so the neighbors don't get pissed off. So we're gonna get into this version, and everything's going through my headphones, so nobody's getting pissed off right now because almost 11 p.m. Let's share the screen. Keep on. Let's get to the song, Keith. Let's go. So here we go. Free Until the Fuzz Comes. And what I like about this song is it's just got this feel that's interesting. We're gonna get into it right now.
be right from the horse and stuff. Yeah. It's too much fun. Going down a rubber road. It's self-medicating all fun. It's that how you get the job done. That's how you best become a second son. How you get the job done. That's how you become a second son. It's how you spend all your money, son. That's how you do it with the fentanyl run.
So that's a very long song, and it still has like another 10 minutes. So we cut that off. But that was like a big. I actually really like putting that song together. But back in 2017, it was this. It was really interesting because I really hadn't really planned that song out. It was something that just came out of the ether. This idea of like a setting sun, and then the free into the fudge comes as this kind of line ahead in my head, and this idea that somebody's like addicted to fentanyl, or they're addicted to all these things, and are they going to be free until the police come, like the fuzz, or are they going to are they gonna do by themselves? They're done. It's like you're gonna be the one that does yourself. Like you take yourself out of the world. And it starts as this piano and drum focused song with like weird synthesis going on. It's mostly coming off an Arturia Beat Step Pro and a JDXI creating this drum beat, but there's also like a Moog DFAM and a Mother 32 and a System 1M. There's a lot of weird, strange synthesis going on. And then the piano becomes a guitar. And that's actually not fake. It's actually one of the things I like about my Roland is I can actually turn it into a guitar. And because I can't play guitar, I can play keyboard. I'm able to, that's the nature of a synthesizer. Maybe people don't understand. A synthesizer can become another instrument. Now, a lot of people, when they play synthesizers, they turn them into like horns, or they'll turn them into strings, or they'll do like electric pianos. But synthesizers can be basses, which people have heard that. A lot of new wave and funk music is like Moog bass synthesis, which people are familiar with. But in the same way the synthesizer can do a bass, it can do an electric guitar. And since I wanted to be a guitar player, I never could figure it out. I figured out how to get my synth, which is the whole point of a synthesizer. It can pretend to be other instruments. So I got it to be a guitar and do the feedback. And because I know the notes on the keyboard, I know the chords, I know how. And there's a thing that's interesting on a synthesizer. There's a pitch bender. It's like on my left hand. There's a little wheel or like joystick type of thing that bends the notes. Like a guitar player, when he makes the feedback and stuff, he can bend whole chords, he can bend notes, he can use his whammy bar to kind of do these wailing sounds, which I can emulate on my synthesizer. And the cool thing about the Roland synthesizer, it's got all these stomp boxes or effect pedals built into it. So it has distortion and flanger and stereo chorus and all these things the guitar players have. And it's made by the company. Roland made a lot of these boxes for guitar players in the first place. And so it's got like a PCM sample of a guitar inside of it. And then I can manipulate it and actually play the notes as piano notes, but they sound like guitar notes. So it's not like me running a recording and acting like I'm playing guitar. I'm actually playing guitar through the keyboard, which is like some people call keytar, but I find it's actually more impressive if you actually play it on the synthesizer straight, because unlike a guitar, I can do two hands at the same time. So I can do two chords at the same time. I can do like a solo on my right hand and chords on my left hand. So at the same time, I can have like some chord arrangements going through and doing power chords, and then doing actual feedback pitch bends with the other hand at the same time, which is a guitar player. You'd have to have two guitar players to do that. And so that gives me some advantages to be able to do that type of thing. And that's kind of part of what the Ghost does when we play live, is that people think there's a guitar player with playing, but it's actually me. It's kind of what we do. So this episode was interesting, and I'll put I forgot to turn the green screen back on, so you actually see it. My bad. So there's the Phantom again. There's some of our artwork. Here's what we actually look like when we go into a club. This is what, I have my hoodie. And then this is actually my face mask. Now this face mask actually lights up with LEDs when I play a show live. And when I'm doing my Josephine voice, I have this mask on so you can't tell if I'm a guy or a girl. It's the whole idea. And we just like play this kind of games with our music. It's kind of what we do. But it's not really a trick. It's kind of, we have the feminine side of ourselves that we use Josephine vocal to kind of express. And then we do this artwork that represent like Josephine. Josephine's kind of hidden in here a little bit. You might see there's a girl picture in here somewhere. But we are near the end. We've gone over an hour. So we were playing with our new stuff. We got a bunch of new songs we've written. Like I said, we're going to be putting out a new record. And probably another, couple, well, it's probably not going to come out till May. But there's the current record that we are pushing is Ascending into Darling Mode, which is out there on all the channels. And before we go, it's like, Precious, if you're watching, like, I love you, so we'll let you know that. And we say it on the bottom. It's been streaming for like an hour. So thank you, fans, for listening. I'm sure we've got some interviews coming up. We're going to actually be talking to an artist from the Netherlands. It's going to be on 8 o'clock in the morning on Saturday morning, New York City time. Brianna, I think Brianna is who we're talking to. We've been pushing her podcast for the fact that we're doing an interview. It's going to be on our Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube channels. Again, if you like the Ghost, check out the links on here. We've got our PayPal me link to support our band, and the fact that we do podcasts for free. For artists, we don't charge them. That's the whole point. Some people on the net, when they interview artists, they charge them money. If you want to support us so we can keep that free, use the PayPal me link. And also, if you go to our Facebook and to our Anchor FM, we got a bunch of links where we got clothing companies. We have My Vital C, which is a supplement. And then if you're kind of into things with your lover, you can go to gvibe.com and you can get some adult toys there too. So yeah, you go to gvibe.com and check it out. We got it. We don't get to use anything. We're kind of like celibate here. Yeah. So let's. But we push it because you got to make money somehow. So we'll talk to you guys later. Thank you for being with us tonight. And we'll feels like Friday night, even though it's like Thursday night. I'll talk to you all later. Fam Like the Ghost signing off. Thank you.